Hello, my
Hello,
name is Steph, and I'm joined here today by
my name is Deepa, and I'm one of the BSL consultants on FOW.
Wonderful. This show is called FOW. But what is FOW? What does it mean? FOW is a sign from BSL that shows a communication breakdown has occurred. For example, if I met someone who didn't know BSL and it signed to them, then they would FOW. The word FOW comes from the lip pattern that's made when you sign this sign, FOW. The show itself explores where and how Welsh language and culture meets deaf culture and BSL. Both languages and cultures are very strong and foster very proud identities. The show explores how the two languages and cultures come together and the impact this has on communication and relationships too. We started developing the show in 2017 and it's been a really exciting journey up to this point. Really excited that all the work is coming together now.
So was this your idea originally?
Yeah, so the show came about really from a conversation with myself, Elise, the director, and Alan, the writer. And the idea has been growing and growing since, developing all this time into this, the play. It's been a really interesting process. We started rehearsals and it's been amazing working with Deepa, one of our BSL consultants, and to really start delving into the translation process. Specifically seeing how we translate the words to match each character's level of BSL and way of signing and communicating. It's been very interesting.
It's been very fun. At the start of any translation, we always begin by researching the characters. This story has 3 characters, one of which is called Lisa and is played by Steph. Lisa is a deaf university student, communicates through full BSL. Then there's Josh, her hearing older brother. And lastly, Sian, who is the love interest, so to speak, of the play. Sian is Welsh and has no idea about sign language or deafness whatsoever. So we've had to look through the script and work out what level of signing each character has and how and when this might change as we go through. The story. We've looked at this in depth for different points in the play. Also, as you look through the script, there is more than one way of translating. Each of the lines. So it's really about playing and exploring which way feels right. And exploring until we find that. This also involved thinking about the characters, timelines, such as what school they went to and whether this translation before matches with the character's development throughout the story. It has to feel right, that it matches the character's personality and everything. We've also looked into regional signs and what signs Lisa might choose to use. Because of where she went to school, etc. I won't say too much though. You must come and watch the show if you want to know more. It's a really enjoyable process for sure, really enjoyable. Oh yes, and another thing I wanted to mention was that as we were looking through the script, if there was anything we weren't sure on, we had the opportunity to ask the writer. It was really useful. He's done an amazing job with Steph's ideas and has written the piece so well, encompassing all of this. It was incredibly useful to have this time to check that with our translations. We are all on a similar wavelength in terms of how we have interpreted specific parts and if there was any clarifications we needed to make and so on.
For myself, I've also learned a lot about performing in this new way on Zoom, particularly as to how I'd adapt my signing space to this. It's very different to being on stage, and you have to check in with what the audience can see of you in this box that we have. Also, how you position yourself talking to another character as opposed to how you were communicating with the audience, for example.
It's a very exciting process. This is actually my first play over Zoom. I've been involved in research and development projects over Zoom, but this is my first full play over Zoom. It's been very interesting.
I feel really lucky as the whole team have been working so hard to make the whole process feel very similar to how we'd work together in a real life situation, throwing in ideas and being wonderfully creative over Zoom. It's been really exciting and I feel lucky to be part of such a wonderful team. There's so many languages within the team too, with Welsh and BSL and English all working together. It's lovely seeing this all taking place within our Zoom.
It's also really nice to see the team already have so much deaf awareness and have signing skills already too. This has really allowed us to just dive straight in to the creative process without having to worry about teaching anything. They already have it. They're already there. We can fast track straight into the show. I just want to ask as well, what can the audience expect from the show? What can they expect to see? Is there anything you can reveal, or is it all a secret?
Of course. So I think the audience can expect to laugh, to enjoy, to relate and to empathise with the characters' journeys, struggles and many failed attempts at communication. And all that entails. I think the audience will really engage with that and I hope you will enjoy it. The show's taking place in April and May, so do watch this space for more info.